Good morning and welcome to the Moopsyverse, where apparently I'm the last one to the party, but good morning, Chris. Good morning, what's the hell? Good morning, Maywin.
Morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
So, what were you about to ask?
I need help picking coffee. I bought the new Fallout coffee
Okay,
from Bones Coffee Company.
okay.
I have two flavors, Rocky Route 66, which is a Rocky Road ice cream flavored coffee, or a Mojave Mocha, which is a mocha flavored.
Well, if you like coffees, I would definitely go with the mocha over the other one because it,
Yeah.
it sounds a little bit pure in terms of flavor tones. I mean, I like my coffee to taste like coffee, but the overtones in the coffee that I like are vanilla and caramel. So if you're
I had
gonna
no choice. I had to buy both.
They held you down and put a gun to your head and
Well,
made
they
you buy
came
coffee.
in a pack.
Oh,
They came in
mm,
a pack. So I
well,
had to get one or the other. I had to get both. One couldn't get
I
one or
would
the
go with
other.
the mocha first. It's the closest one to tasting like coffee.
Now I just gotta wait for my
Satalia is here. Hi, Satalia, who says, first TFW 10 Forward Weekly of the year today, and surprise, it's a ship. Yeah, I know, I know. I think that's perfect because my day's a little bit messed up, which means I'll be at the gym this afternoon, so I'm going to be able to take the gym and work straight through it and never have to worry about 10 Forward Weekly. I'm I'm just done with 10 Forward Weekly being on ships and ship builds and more ships and ships and ships and ships.
Oh, by the way, new ship is coming.
Yeah, new ship. It's the Orion something or another, which actually looks like a
yeah, the
cool
Stargate
ship.
Destiny.
Yeah,
Interceptor or
Thing.
something.
yeah. It looks like a gorgeous ship, no doubt about that. And it
You
doesn't look
like it?
um aesthetically. Yes, I do. I think it's beautiful. It looks fine.
Another Infinity ship.
Everybody's allowed their own taste in ships. I'm gonna let the commercial run since we're chatting. Um, but that said, I'm just tired of 10 Forward Weekly just being about ships. Good morning, Cliff. Chips and chips and
That's
chips.
pretty much all it is for them
It
right now.
is, yeah. Well, right now, since they
Building.
are in the process of switching from Deca back to, what is it, Golden Cryptic? Is that the new name? So, um,
Keeping track of that stuff it's getting kind of ridiculous nowadays.
well, at least it's back in the hands of the devs who were with it, 2 years ago. But Thomas
How many of them
loves
now?
his ships, and so I think we're going to see a lot of ships. But I'm not going to bother with Good morning, Apula Felgar. Please lurk. We promise we won't peek while you get dressed. Uh, I'm just so tired of
You promise, not
ships.
me.
I'm just so tired of ships. And Counselor Suna used to peek in here once in a while, and we have said, could we possibly talk about anything else besides ships? And we have not. So that's why we started doing this Sunday show, so we could talk about things that weren't ships. Speaking of which, this Sunday we're gonna do Borg Battle Royale. We were gonna do Arena of Sompek, but that's the new event, which means we won't be able to do the long Borg, Arena of Sompek. It'll be the
Oh
short
wow, this
version.
thing smells like chocolate.
So next time you buy coffee, let's see. I like Gun Barrel, one of my favorite coffees. Companies rather, and Satalia and I both buy coffee through Grounds and Hounds, where they donate a portion of each sale to dog rescues.
I usually buy from Black Rifle.
Black Rifle's good, but I have a tendency to
I get Beyond Black.
taste a little bit flat sometimes. Probably because it's been sitting in bags too long. When I buy Gun Barrel, which I have to go back to Batavia to do that, same thing. They donate a portion to first responders or to other military related things, canine rescues for military dogs, and PTSD and other charities like that. But their coffee is usually roasted the day that you buy it. It's rarely more than a day old. So the freshness is definitely different. Good morning, my Starlight.
Well, luckily, I happen to have a Black Rifle Coffee Company store
Oh,
about two
nice.
miles from me.
Nice. Oh, I'm jealous.
It's like a Starbucks, pretty much. Just
Mm-hmm.
not expensive.
Yeah, I don't go to Starbucks. I
But
can't afford it.
like if I go to Starbucks, I get like a caramel macchiato.
Yep.
But Black Rifle it's called a Liberty Bell from them.
Well, I
So
like the
and it's
name.
like $4
Oh,
for
goodness.
a 20-ounce coffee.
Wow. Yeah, we have a
Good price. Problem
good
is they close
place.
at 3 o'clock.
Well, yeah, most coffee shops here do too. The Starbucks is open till 8, but the good coffee place is Lulu's, and like your place, they close at 3. So Satalia is just sensing up here. Satalia didn't know about the Sunday shows, so she lost her watch streak. We started a show on Sundays 2 weeks ago, Satalia. Oh God, she's posted shower thoughts. If you die while making food in a slow cooker, whoever finds your body will have a nice warm meal waiting for them. And the
How
response
quickly they
is,
find you.
they can also eat whatever's in the slow cooker too. God, that's so cold. That is cold,
You're
Satalia.
playing.
That needs to go in the memes thing. That is too good. I'll just send it to my brother. He'd find that amusing. So yeah, after the break or after the patch today, we've got new event. First one for the mega event. I'm glad I said
Really?
that. Yeah, it's going to be either Arena of Sampek or is it Kobayashi Maru? No, it's not Kobayashi Maru. It is, okay.
Kobayashi Maru or Sompek.
Right, and it's 6 rounds on Kobayashi Maru and I think 7 on Sampek. But you get a decent team, it's just like zip zap zap. Satalia, Gravity Kills is the Universal tomorrow.
Oh boy. Your favorite.
Satalia loves Gravity Kills.
I mean, your favorite.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Oh boy.
yeah, and that's okay, it gets worse.
Mom's love of that TFO is legendary.
Friday is Days of Doom for the weekend. Ugh. Which, admittedly, you get a good team, you get the right toys on it, it's not bad. Arena of Moopsy, very nice to tell you. I like that one. And then this Friday night, we're going to watch maybe the first 2 episodes of Starfleet Academy.
I am crossing my fingers and praying.
Yeah, I'm getting comments from people going, some people are giving it good reviews, some people are giving it awful reviews, so who knows? Can we do the event today? We sure can, Cliff, because I need to do it. But let's get out of the ad break, which will be in about 2 minutes. And we will do the event tonight, too. This is a good ship for this. Yeah, it's a fine ship.
How much longer do we have for the red alert?
Pardon?
Or is it over already?
No, it's over at the patch. So technically, I think it's over at noon. But since noon is the patch, or the end of the patch, give it another 3 hours.
Do I have enough time? 8 hours, 31 minutes left.
No, you don't have enough time.
Damn, I'm about to buy it out. It's just one freaking day.
Why would you?
At least it's one day.
It's a spec point or a. I mean, why would you buy that
There's
out?
Upgrade.
last 8 hours 50 minutes.
Say that again?
Ends 9 p.m. on January 13th in 8 hours 49 minutes now.
And how long do you have?
Oh my God. So I have a
3
19-minute window.
Oh my God! Yeah, you're gonna. Well, at least you can do it in 18 minutes. That's no problem.
Yeah, I just do the Borg one and be done in about a minute and a half.
Tholians go fast too.
Yeah, I've never actually, I don't think I've ever played the other one.
Guess what we're doing?
I've only just done Borg.
Yeah. No, Tholian actually with the team can go faster than the Borg one because it's all in one place and you don't have to go racing around the map looking for stuff.
Yep.
The thing with the Alachi and the Nakul, let's see, with the Nakul and the Zenkethi, if you get the Zenkethi ships, it's fast for killing off Zenkethi ships, but it's a longer red alert. Anyway, let me send out some party invites here. Let's see, one for you, Mr. Cliff, and one for you, Mr. Chris.
Got to get my ultimate tech upgrade because, I love hoarding those.
I hoard them, then I make stuff and put it back in the fleet. So we have fun stuff. Do I not have you as a friend, Maywin?
No, I haven't played with you guys yet.
Oh, do you want to join us?
Well,
You don't have to.
shouldn't I
We're
be
not
going to
gonna.
bed? I really should go to bed.
Yeah, you have
Been
to
up
get
all
ready because
night.
you have to get up in 8 hours and get yourself ready to hit that 18-minute window.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fine. That's the second
Or,
time I've invited him and he hasn't joined us. Okay, I can take a hint. Cliff says, I like the trailers for Starfleet Academy. I did not like the trailer. I only saw one for Starfleet Academy.
I like looking at the at how everyone acted towards each other. It told a lot.
The first one was kind of more generalized. I thought there wasn't a lot of interactions. You saw the
Oh
Academy.
no, I mean I'm talking like body language.
Really? I don't
You know,
remember
like
there being
literally
that
how
much.
they react to each other and how they you can see who's going to be forming personal relationships
Oh, from the first one?
already. Yeah, because just how women react, how women and men react to each other.
Oh, wow, you are much deeper than I am in that because I'm like, what? Are we watching the same trailer?
It's like the whole thing with Ricardo, you know, with the doctor about how the fact that he don't want to be touched.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him. I don't
I
want to be.
mean, there's no for him. There's no point to form, meaningful. He doesn't. I guess he doesn't feel like that anymore. He's like what 900 years old.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
and
when you watch the people you care for
he's
die around you, that's really tough.
how many times has he loved someone and had relationships and they just watch them die? He watches them die.
Well, one we know of, a bunch we can infer.
Yeah.
But the problem
But I mean,
is,
well, but I mean, like over that 900 years, how
yeah.
many relationships do
Well,
we
yeah,
not
that's
know
what I
about?
mean. 900 years, that has got to be tough. Robert Heinlein wrote a book with a character who was immortal, and the name of the stories elude me at the moment. But at one point, he decides, that's it, I'm going to take care of matters and off myself because I've done everything. I've watched all the people I love
You couldn't.
die. From war, disease, injury, old age, and I just can't do that anymore. And again, hundreds of years old, so I can totally see it. It's a good character arc, and how you resolve it, if you resolve it, is interesting.
You might not be able to. You know, you might just be so far damaged. Not only that, he wasn't made to last like that.
Yeah, I know he's supposed
And
to.
yeah, he worked on his programming, and they worked on it to make it last longer. But it's still a patchwork of technology and coding.
Well,
You
that's
know,
when he
and
got the 28th century mobile emitter. That kind of
Yeah.
changed his programming.
yeah, that
Allowed him
changes stuff
to-
too. He's completely different than he usually is. You know, than a normal Mark One would be. You know, it's
Well,
Well,
most Mark
he wasn't
ones were
built for
not
that.
exposed into the conditions that made them change. He used a
Yeah.
lot of data to process to actually get, at some point, gain more than just sentience.
So while you were mentioning he's kind of like a patchwork and spaghetti code and all that stuff put together, trying to upgrade old systems to work. I'm like,
Yeah, he's like Star Trek Online.
That's exactly what I was going to say. He is the Star Trek Online server. We'll fix this and that breaks. No, we'll fix that and this breaks. No, we
I'm
got it.
pretty
It's
sure he's
okay
in
for 1 week.
Pretty sure he's in better conditions and he doesn't require weekly maintenance as Stowe does.
I don't know. We don't know what they do to him.
We will find out
Yeah.
soon enough.
Maybe they restart him every week or so.
Yeah,
At that age, they might have to. You know, give him a good reboot.
wouldn't you think that the memory files would start to overload and corrupt at some point?
Well, the way we saw hollows function in the 32nd century, I think the problem has been long gone.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they have to increase his programming or something so he could retain his memories or something longer because they were corrupting at one point?
That would
Thought
make a
they
lot of
fixed that.
sense.
That was in the show in Voyager, I think.
It has been
Yeah, but
so
then they
long since I
crafted-
watched Voyager.
I know. It's I have like flashes of episodes, you know, in my memory.
Then again,
They crafted the old matrix from the diagnostic program onto it.
As
Yeah, and
When
it's
that's
just
overworked.
if it's
Yeah.
he's a
anything like
serious patchwork.
with our world, though, when I started playing with computers, we had, what was it, 3 1/4, 3.5 inch floppies or semi floppies. Then we went to 5 1/4s, or the other way around. And then we had CDs, and then we had flash drives. And at one point, I don't know what it was, maybe my first CD, and I was talking with my boss, and I'm like, I'm able to put an entire book or part of a book on this one CD. And he's like, yeah, it's so impressive. And currently, I have sitting over there 3 10 terabyte external hard drives that are smaller than most books I own. So
Yep.
memory storage does get smaller. I'm sure they've figured out stuff.
And one of the things I noticed in the episode, well, not in the episode, in the trailer where they had Picardo in there
Hmm.
as the doctor, he wasn't wearing his mobile emitter.
No, I'm pretty sure that their hollows have been reworked in the ability.
Yeah, I have a feeling that the Tricom is doing the work now for it.
Oh, maybe they built one so it's
Maybe they
an internal
retrofitted
one.
his.
Well,
Yeah, I
because
think
remember
they
the
might have.
Tricoms. Well, the Tricoms are already tricorders with a holographic display, so it's not that far, fetched that
This
it
might
could
be
also
just
do a hologram.
On the other hand, if you have him relying on an external device in order to be visible and corporealized, that makes him have a vulnerability that others can exploit. If you were to make it an integral part of him, they can't, let's say, just lop off an arm to make him not show up.
Yeah, true.
Well, I'm very curious if
Well,
they're
then again, they really
actually
don't. Maybe they
discussing
don't think that way because they're not a thought. They're not a.
Uh,
The Federation's rather naive. Let's be serious with
But I
the
hope that
about the
Federation are
world.
worried about, but the encounter of different species might expose into something that someone might slap the emitter if they find out what it is.
It'll
let's
happen once, it'll never happen again because they'll come up with something else.
Cliff has brought up two things: Latent Image, season 5, episode 11, and the Doctor's program began showing signs of corruption and memory loss due to constant use in Season 3, leading to the critical episode Latent Image, Season 5, Episode 11, where he discovers Janeway altered his memory to prevent him from deteriorating, revealing the true extent of his degradation and prompting deeper exploration of his evolving consciousness. Yeah, I'd be ticked if somebody altered my memory unless he consented to it, but knowing Janeway, maybe he didn't.
I think he did.
Oh,
There
okay.
was
He
a
did
reason
consent to it.
he realized what he relapsed to, and he agreed to the alteration. That
I
was
think he
part of his
I think he
consciousness.
corrupted it once or twice or something like that already when they finally had the episode. So it already happened before.
That would have
So
been
they
an
had to do it
interesting
again.
exploration of how humans deteriorate when they're dealing with things like Alzheimer's. Could have been a fun parallel. I didn't know if they're going there for because I don't remember the episode.
He might still be quirky because of his programming,
Well, definitely he's quirky.
especially if you're going to be going to be all about photonic sentience, and having and keeping your mobile emitter and being a Starfleet officer, you're gonna be rather bitchy about your programming if anybody wants to mess with it.
I do believe
You
that
know,
Robert Picardo described it as he's pissy about everything. His words,
that
Cliff.
makes sense.
His words.
It's almost he's almost I'm guessing that he turned into pretty much his creator because he was kind of crass like that
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But I do like when
You know,
the few
remember?
times they brought up his creator, the two weren't identical. They were different characters, which
Yeah,
was.
they remembered to make the hair look different, the eyebrows look different.
But
It
the
was like, yeah, this
personalities were
looks
different too, which you could
Yeah,
see.
but a real person with a butthole.
Yeah, but it was clear that one had evolved in or had moved in X direction, and the other one had moved in Y direction. So I like the fact that they bothered to keep them separate because it's really easy when you're writing a character to just make their doppelganger identical to them, which isn't very clever.
I remember an episode where they had him messing with his creator, like he
Yeah.
got transported or something
Yeah.
through the data stream, and they were showing off. He was showing off the Mark II
Mhm.
to him, and he was like, "That thing had no." He was like, "It has no personality. It has no, no bedside manner, no nothing. It's just that seems to be the nature of the medical emergency." He goes, "Yeah, I stripped the personality away." It's like, why? Like, because he doesn't understand human. He has he has an introverted ability and doesn't like people,
Yeah.
so
Well, I mean,
he doesn't care how they feel.
I see there's something wrong on DS9 because people keep walking through this doorway, literally through the doorway.
Oh no.
It's like it's a couple inches off.
Great.
They don't need those
That's
heads.
fun.
Well, Cliff, Chris, and what's the hell? While we've got Maywin with us, do you want to do Tholian Red Alert real quick?
Sure.
So you can see what it looks like and you can see it's fun and it's also fast. Is that okay with everybody?
I'm good.
Wee woo?
By the way, the
Evil.
Fallout coffee is great.
Oh, good. Yeah, given my choice, I'll take a dark roast. 6 measures of coffee, 6 measures of water. I presume not, but who knows? Maywin, are you a Kai?
Hmm?
Nothing. Satali's making her terrible puns. Actually, brilliant puns, but terrible puns.
Kai.
Yes, Kai Win
Bajoran.
from Bajor.
What are you trying to say? I'm fatalistic?
Space Probe Ratchet.
I've been called that before, especially involving Star Trek stuff. That I'm very fatalistic, that the Federation will never succeed. Just because everyone's just
So
too into themselves.
that was the Tholian one. I'm sure you're impressed by how long that took.
That was
It's fast.
wow.
If you have a decent team, everybody just kind of fans out. One person takes off the capital group because they're not too big, and then you just boop, finish up the rest. And there's Borg ships in there, so if you're looking for Borg ships, you get a few. And somehow I managed to get my
Borg ships are
phaser
fun to
damage,
kill.
so yay.
We just hope that we don't see Borg anymore in Star Trek.
You're going to.
I'm so sick of seeing Borg.
Yeah, you're going to see them. They're going to be inevitable because they are the bad guys.
I'm so sick of seeing Borg.
I know.
Q too.
Yeah,
I am so sick of
I
seeing
don't think
Q.
we're going to see Q again.
I don't know. They had him in at the end of the last episode of Picard.
Yeah, which was funny,
He
and
was talking to Jack.
it was really cute. It was a nice. It bookended everything beautifully. If you go back to watching the first episode of TNG and how they bookended that with Q appearing, then the poker table. So that was nice. But this one leaves it open for possibilities, but also bookends it, and it can close there very nicely. It was
I think he's
a
different
nice
Q.
little touch.
I think he's a different Q from a different time.
That could be.
Because remember what he told Jack? You humans think in such 3 dimensions.
Yep.
No, 4 dimensions. He could have laughed at Jack.
Jack versus Q
Jean-Luc
could have
said
been
you were gone.
fun. I still wish they'd go on with that, but that would have been the series to continue with Legacy as opposed to some of the other things they've contemplated, and they should go with it. But at this point, I don't know that they will. Who has joined us there? It's a Taz. Good morning, Taz.
Anything else?
Welcome aboard.
Biorhythm has been messed up the last couple of days.
What's been messed up?
Oh, really?
My biorhythm.
Salt and pasta and kebabs.
At this point, I think it's arrhythmia, arrhythmia.
That could be. Cliff says, sadly, I don't think we're going to see another show featuring those characters, but they went in another direction. The thing is, Skydance may go in a completely different direction from everything. The thing with Legacy is we had a nice transition from TNG characters that people loved into different characters with some tie-ins to previous series, but without that over-heavy commitment to the relationships. It's pretty open because we've got Seven, we've got Jack, we might have Raffi. I'm not sure that she was interested in doing it, but a couple of the other actors and actresses were interested in going on with it. So it leaves a really nice, clean possibility for stories that are Federation tied, but basically new characters. And once again, we've got some of the younger characters, the Jacks, the older characters, Seven, and some nice tie-ins in between. But the thing that bugs me is they killed Shaw, and I thought Shaw had a lot of potential as a character.
Oh God, that scene when he described the Battle of Wolf 359
Oh, the guy is a great actor.
and the just him breaking down
Yeah.
and just all airing out all of his guilt and his survivor's guilt.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
what he had. And he blamed Sean Luke for it.
Yep.
Which is understandable.
Well, he's not
Because,
the only one. I mean, Cisco blamed him too.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, technically he was the reason why Kim died. Kimberly?
Yes. But
What?
I think Legacy is a valid path with a good showrunner who understands Trek, and that is not whatever the guy's name is who's currently the showrunner. Is it Kurtzman who's the showrunner?
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
want to talk about him.
No, we don't. So find somebody who gets Trek and has a good idea of a 5-season or 7-season arc. I think 5 seasons is what they're going with lately with these attenuated seasons of 10 episodes. But that
Apparently
would
Skydance
work.
is giving Tawny Newsome still the go ahead to keep writing
Yeah, she's
her little
they're working
comedy
on
show.
that comedy
Star
series.
Trek.
I still think they should base it on Rise and kind of have Love Boat meets Star Trek.
Apparently it's supposed to be like a lower decks office kind of style, like The Office
Good.
kind of style show.
You could do that. She's got a good sense of Trek. She's got a good sense of humor.
That's supposedly what she's writing about is it's all the lower administrative ranks, in the
Mhm.
Starbase.
Yeah, it wouldn't be exciting Pew Pew Trek, but it would be fun though. If you go back to old Trek, Pew Pew wasn't a huge part of it. Pew Pew was
no,
icing
rarely-
on the cake. It wasn't the cake itself.
That's why I tell people all the time, if you want to watch space battles, you watch Star Wars. If you want to watch politics and intrigue and doing a lot of things, you
Well,
watch Star Trek.
Sadly, if you want to watch politics, you watch Star Wars Episode 1. And then it's like, I'm not watching this anymore. So we were talking about this last night with the Duel of the Fates. I was watching the scene again at full speed, and it's just like, oh my God, this is so good.
Yeah, they should have really sped it up.
Pardon?
Just made the fight last longer.
Well, they slowed it down because it was almost so fast. It's very hard to watch it for regular speed.
Yeah, but you're looking at Ray Park,
Yeah, I
being
know.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, but Ewan McGregor was amazing in it.
Yeah, but the thing is, Ray Park was still only moving at probably half speed anyway.
I wouldn't be surprised,
his
but
normal speed.
it is impressive AF.
Oh yeah, that's
Anybody
why
else?
Darth Maul got that double-bladed lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's because Park is good at the bow.
Yeah, he is good at the bow. Watching him, he's in one of the practices. He's just got a old school bamboo pole, nothing fancy. So, can you imagine if they gave him like competition level carbon fiber one? Those things only weigh like 2 ounces. Oh, that'd be so impressive. So awesome to watch. They're almost too light though. I'm always worried when people are playing with them because you play with weapons. With the bamboo ones, you break it, which happens. You're out $15. Competition bow, you're out $200 if you break it. That's why we don't.
Like baseball bats.
Yeah. Our students wanted to play with the bows once and actually fight each other. I'm like, fine. I went to the hardware store and bought some closet rods, for hanging clothes on them. They're 72 inches long, 1.25 inches, a little bit heavier. They're made out of hickory or oak. They're $20. And if you get hit by them, you're not going to do it twice. And also music by John Williams. Spot on, Cliff. That music is great. So obviously I've been watching Pacific Rim a lot, and people keep going, wow, that music sounds just like Iron Man, which it does because it's the same composer, people. And it's also...
Pacific Rim, the movie?
Yeah.
I don't have much of a memory of that movie.
I'm sorry, it is my all-time favorite movie, bar none.
I'm gonna go check it out then. I'll add it to my list.
Alan Silvestri, yeah, he is good. But he can be more lyrical than Ramin Djawadi. He's more impactful, more epic. Alan Silvestri can get into really lyrical, beautiful stuff too. Pacific Rim is what I consider the ultimate chick flick. It has giant robots and kaiju. What more can a girl ask for?
Chick flick?
Yeah.
It's not the
Yeah.
usual chick flicks associated with. Let's just put it this way: my ex-wife had a subscription to Hallmark Plus.
I'm sorry.
Yes. I can pretty much delineate every single Hallmark Christmas movie with just one plot.
How can you tell the difference in a Hallmark movie one from the next? It's the same movie, just with different
Yeah, there's
people
just
in
slight
it.
variations. Usually, my favorite ones are the Christmas ones
Different actors.
where the minor, European royal is tired of living his royalty life in his multi-million-dollar mansion with his parents because his parents don't take him seriously. So he's gonna leave his country and flee and go to America, to some podunk town in the middle of Montana somewhere, where he meets a girl who's a single mother because the husband's dead from some probably war, and she's running the bakery or some local business, and it's barely making ends meet, and he has to help her get everything up. But the problem is he doesn't want to tell her that he's royalty, so he keeps it from her. And then one day his parents come because they're sick of him acting like a child. It's like,
Yeah, that's most of the Hallmark movies. The thing about Hallmark movies is you're right, when you've written a dozen of them, and sometimes they don't even change the lead actors and actresses. I guess everybody's an actor now, versus
yeah.
actress. So Hallmark did a series of mystery movies that they created, and I give them credit. They did some fairly clever murder mysteries. They were a little difficult to figure out, which makes them more fun.
Yeah,
But
done it.
they did about 5 or 6 for each one, and then they stopped being interesting. And,
They're all the same.
well, the murder would be different, but the plot that surrounded it wasn't as good. I can't remember there's one with the woman owned a flower shop. That was Brooke Shields. There's one where the woman owned a bakery. There was one, these are all female led. The one was a woman
Hallmark.
who owned
Or
a
Lifetime.
resale shop. No, these are all the Hallmark ones. The woman, those are the 3 I can remember. They did a bunch of them. And of course, it's the same love story that you've got with the prince, where the guy is, secret identity or blah, 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 blah. Is a cop, is a detective, usually is a cop.
Do they do Mad Libs for script or for this?
Pretty much, yeah. I think that's exactly how they do it.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember if it was Lifetime or Hallmark, but they did a short story video with in collaboration with KFC.
Okay,
Mario Lopez.
I don't remember
his-
that one, but I
played the
haven't watched Hallmark since 2023.
It was really just for promotion for KFC. It was kind of like at one point KFC was doing some weird ads.
No, but I'll take your word for that.
They were doing some weird ads back in the day.
I totally believe you. Let's see.
I saw
Oh my God, I
Liquid
looked at the
Death.
Hallmark murder movies. They've got like 60 of them. Garage sale murders, the crossword mysteries. Crossword mysteries were awful. They did Jesse Stone. I got to give them credit. Jesse Stone was great.
Heard of it.
Jesse Stone was, what's his name? Tom Selleck. Really interesting character. And there's one other one where there was a sci-fi television show about a sheriff in Oregon near some think tank place where everything kept
Eureka.
Eureka, yeah. The sheriff from that was the lead in one of the murder mystery series. And again, really good, really, really good character. And I can't remember what that was. And they had like 6 of those. Oh, Jewel was in one where she was the fixer-upper mysteries. And fairly fun ones. And then there were the rest of them.
Yeah, and then there's the rest of the dribble.
Yeah, I'm looking at, there's like 60 of them here. A few were good, and most of them were the same movie, just changed the name. Francesca Quinn, P.I. Mike and Nora.
I remember a movie from a long time ago that might be somewhat familiar, where Eddie Murphy played a prince from an African nation this time,
Coming to
who
America.
came to America to
Mhm.
get away from his royal duties and all that
Mhm.
palaver, and
Yep.
falls in love with a girl in. Well, yeah.
Exactly. Honestly, I would not be surprised if that was the one that they took it off of.
Oh, it's almost what is it? Prince and the Pauper
What's
esque.
the movie
Maybe.
called again?
Coming to America.
Prince of.
Coming to America.
Ah,
And then the second one was Coming to America.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Didn't
Italian.
care
Yeah,
much
it
for that
was
movie.
Jewel, the singer, who was in those. And like I said, she was surprisingly good as an actress. I mean, it's Hallmark level acting, but she was good in it.
I remember when
forgot who
Jewel
the-
came out in her
Maybe
musical
that
career.
was the one where the guy from Eureka was in it. Yeah, he was the guy moving into the town, and she was helping him build a new house, and there's like 4 murders that they got involved in. Fairly interesting. Better writing than you get.
this time
Just
the
finished
house
Eureka
didn't
a
talk
couple
to.
months ago.
I missed both of those.
Well, this time the house didn't talk to him like it did in Eureka.
No. It's
Right.
true. I have to go back and rewatch Eureka. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
Yeah, what I put on the list to start to watch again was Warehouse 13.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, that was a spin-off of Eureka.
Oh, I do know
Was
that
it?
one. Yes. It was,
It was like their version of Area 51.
right. Yeah, who was in that?
Can't remember their names.
Oh, the lead. I can't remember his name.
He was in
Saul
one of the
Rubinek.
CSIs or NCISs, I think,
Yeah.
as well.
Saul Rubinek was in it. That's the guy I'm thinking of. My husband was a wannabe actor and actually went to college with a lot of people who turned into real actors and actresses.
Man, I start calling in some favors.
Yeah.
Shit. Hey, remember when I helped you move your
Yeah, no.
your bed to the dorm? Yeah, I need a part.
Well, courtesy of all my nerding out with Trek, a lot of times I'll go home and say, "Oh, I got to talk to so and so," and he's like, "I went to school with him." Oh, you should mention that.
Can I join?
Join the party, sure, absolutely. Let me send you an invitation. There you go.
And I did not realize. I guess it slipped my mind, but I was thinking about watching Candyman again, the originals.
Never saw them.
Because
they're
I
horror
really
movies,
like
right?
Tony Todd. Yeah, I really like Tony Todd as an actor.
That's because Tony Todd's amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they had rebooted Candyman, or not rebooted it, but kind of like made a legacy,
Sorry.
kind of like a soft relaunch
Mm-hmm.
for its modern times. And that was Tony Todd's last movie because he
That's
had
right. Yeah.
stomach cancer.
Yeah.
The last scene, I think that the last scene he talks in, they just let him talk about not waiting and embracing life to the fullest before it's gone.
Good words, everybody.
They just let him talk.
Cliff says, "Love that we have his voice in Stowe." Yep. Yes, indeed. Well, same with Aaron.
Exactly.
I'm so glad we've got his voice here and Odo. So
Yeah. Rene Argevois. I met him one time at Shore Leave.
Aaron?
No, not Aaron.
Oh.
Rene.
I had never met him. Aaron,
He's
we
a good
met because
person.
his autograph table was across the aisle from one of our first Star Trek online booths. And he had just done Gamma Quadrant, so he came over, to visit every now and then when it was quiet. That was always fun.
Here, a few of the actors still play Star Trek Online.
Not very many. Aaron played it more than anybody else. I don't know who else plays it though.
The guy who plays Stamets plays it as well.
Does he really?
I think
I
he
mean,
does.
there's
I
D and
remember
D. I wouldn't
seeing.
know where he does that.
Well, D&D's
I
fun.
remember seeing something about an interview where he was starting to play because he was getting into Star Trek now. Because you're playing a character on the show, kind of have to kind of care a little bit. You don't have to, but it would help.
Yeah, it
You know?
definitely helps. Not impressed with him at the conventions, but that's me. Hey, well, since Taz is here, should we
And
actually
he has.
play something?
I have 2 Iconian TFOs and Zinketti ships in space to
Oh, I have some
eradicate.
Kathy ships, but sorry, I have on Dean ships. So, Iconian. Oh, please, what have we got? Oh, we have the Boring Gateway and we have the Boring Herald Sphere. Orc.
Yep.
Well, you know Taz's preference, but it's your call. What would you like?
We still need to do 2, so I think it doesn't matter at this
Okay,
point.
well,
I
let's
mean,
start.
I still need to do 2.
Let's start with Herald.
Sure.
Wee woo.
We will.
We will.
And we can keep chatting while we're viewing things.
I think
We
I
can.
am so interested to see what Amazon comes up with Stargate.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's this year or next year.
There's not.
This
There's
year,
no year.
supposedly.
No, there's no year. They haven't started shooting.
Oh,
they just
okay,
are
so-
writing up scripts and synopsis for it.
You know, like I
There's
said,
nothing
supposedly,
happening
so
in them
who
terms of
knows?
production.
So
It's
27
gonna
at
be
best.
solid 2 years before they move into production and shooting. It's
Apparently-
not in early stages, and it's just early stages as far as I know.
Apparently, they pulled one of the major writers from SG1
Yeah.
Well,
and the Emmerich.
technically, they
Emmerich
got all
brothers?
the writers. They got all the writers. Everyone who was ever involved in the TV series, including the 2 showrunners that kept running the SG1 Atlantis universe. Emmerich and
Yeah, RDA.
Devlin, the writer and director who made the first film. Yeah, they're all involved in one way or another as creative consultants at the very least. So they are not rebooting it, even though I've seen multiple places where they already said it's a reboot, although it's very blatantly stated not a reboot, just a fresh show that is embracing the
modernized.
continuity of everything that came before. So I don't know why they keep repeating that it's a reboot, but whatever.
I think it's bringing Stargate into the modern times because SG1 was supposed to be a couple years not in time with us. It was like 5 or 6 years before. So they're going to be supposedly they're bringing it up to modern times. And I was like,
That's
so
anywhere
that could
specific?
mean humanity might know about it now. The Toweree might know about Stargate Command. Might know. Who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. So we just wait and
They
see.
haven't shared any piece of info so far, so we're still gonna wait and see.
Yeah, they haven't started writing the scripts.
About it.
They just
I
have
know.
an
I know the
synopsis.
Emmerichs have a pretty good idea of what they want to do.
They wanted a trilogy initially, but I think around 2020, 2021 there was rumors that they want to back at the franchise, but never went into fruition. And Brad Wright and the
And
other
we got
writer,
Stargate Origins.
they wanted to do something further. They had some scripts written, and now they've listed a showrunner because Amazon is in full production kind of phase right now.
We
Many
could
shows
spend
that
some
they
of
own.
our Fridays catching up with Stargate, starting with the movie.
Totally.
I love
Love the
Stargate.
first movie.
All of them. Even the extremely long made-for-TV episodes that became a movie. Was it Continuum and Arc of Truth?
I think I saw Continuum.
Arc of
Can't
Truth
remember
was
why I
If
didn't
we
watch-
didn't watch the entire show, you felt kind of like you don't know what it's all about. But
I'm trying to remember
Still
why I
had a
didn't
good
watch
moment.
Stargate much, so I'm thinking I was probably still working at the hospital, or I was traveling for a living at that point.
Yeah, Arc of Truth was they had the ancients finally gave humanity a technology to use the priors, scions. What were they called? The priests from the
The
Ori?
Ori.
No, not the gods, but the little priest dudes.
Priors.
Priors, yeah, priors. They use the link from the priors that they have, that subspace link or some bullshit, to teach all the followers of the Ori the truth about the Ori all at once. So then the Ori lost their power because
What
their
powered
power
them
was
was the
based
belief
off of faith.
system.
Yeah. They use faith, they use faith. So that's why they have a lot of galaxies under their control.
I remember Adria, played by Morena Baccarin, being there, and she was pretty neat. She was a villain technically, but I did like her character.
She's in something right now, and I can't remember what she's
She's in many things. She was in many things. She was in the reboot of V, The Visitors from 1970. Wasn't it 1970s something? What the
Yeah, V
original
was
show
from the
was?
70s, I think, the first time,
80?
or 80s
Yeah.
maybe.
Turn of
Early
70s, 80s.
Early 80s, if it was 80s. Because I watched it with my husband, but I don't know if we were married, so either late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, Anne Crispin wrote that story.
Who did?
Anne Crispin from Wonder Sarek.
Really?
Or no, not this. I don't know if it might not be a story. Maybe the novelization of the story of the movie or miniseries. To double check.
Yeah, nothing wrong with novelizations. Some of them are great.
Yeah. Unfortunately, she had strayed away from Star Trek as a writer,
Mm-hmm.
and she was developed. It's actually not unfortunate. It's really good. She wrote one book of a 3-part series before she passed, and they never finished. She never got to finish her book.
Speaking
So
of
it's like
people
you're
who have
left in the
passed,
hung.
who I'd love to see books made into movies, Anne McCaffrey wrote a series of books, The Dragon Riders of Pern. Huge series of books. That would be amazing to see as a movie.
Honestly, I'd rather see a TV show.
It would be
It'd be
great
just too
TV
much.
shows. I mean, there is so much going on in there, even in just the first book alone, because there's a touch of political intrigue. There is obviously our wonderful science fiction. There's a bit of the fantasy aspect of riding the dragons, except unlike some fantasies, it's explained, how they were managing to make the dragons evolve to be riderable. My terminology there.
Didn't they have the same thing about bonding with their riders?
Oh yeah, yeah.
If one died, the other one died.
Not
Kind of like
necessarily.
an Aragon.
Not
I
necessarily.
think the dragon died.
If the person died, the dragon would die. But if the dragon died, the person had to suffer.
Yeah, losing half of you, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's rather. I liked it. haven't read them all because, well,
There's a lot, and now they've
30
got
of them.
Yeah, and now they've got other people writing them with the blessings of the family, but I don't think they're as good.
Oh, it's like the Lovecraft stuff.
Yeah.
Please stop letting other people write it. I
Somebody
mean, the
did
same
a.
thing could be said for Star Trek too. So,
Yeah.
like, problem is we ain't got Gene no more, and everyone else who was good writers before.
Okay, Gene
Pretty
was
much got
not a
ostracized.
good writer. He was a good concept person, but writing-wise,
That worked.
I mean, some of the best Trek episodes had nothing to do with him.
Right. But but then they handed it off to other people who were good writers, and
And you get to DS9, you get somebody who steps away a lot from Roddenberry's criteria, but came up with a darker but really, really well-written story arc.
oh yeah,
Came up as a bit of a stretch considering most of DS9 was based on Babylon's 5 stolen scripts, but yeah, they made a mold of its own, which made it unique in its own right. But yeah, they did stray quite a lot from Roddenberry's
Yeah,
version.
because he wanted everything bright and positive, and they were trying to deal with the fact that you can't be always bright and positive when you're dealing with a war scenario.
But didn't Insurrection kind of also step away from that as
Oh
well?
yeah, absolutely. But he was,
That was the one when the Briar Patch, right?
yeah,
With the people on the special planet with the
Right.
radiation
yep, yep.
With
or
the
some
space
kind of
Amish.
energy.
The space Amish.
Yeah, the space Amish. Yeah, the space
Yes.
Amish.
Again, it's
Yeah,
space Amish
that
when it was convenient, but not when it wasn't.
Yeah, it's not like they regressed as a society. They still had their education. They just didn't use technology much because they didn't need it anymore.
interestingly enough, that movie felt like it really should have been a 2-part episode
It would have been better as a
of
two-part
the show.
episode. It really reached in places for
You know,
content.
there would be a last time on Star Trek, the next generation.
Yeah, exactly.
On part 2.
Exactly.
That always happened. Part 1 was always at the end of the season, and part 2 was at the beginning of the season.
Cliffhangers, yes. Well, when they did the
You gotta
cliffhanger,
wait, what, 9 months?
yeah, when they did the cliffhanger for Best of Both Worlds, apparently Patrick Stewart hadn't signed his new contract
Yeah.
because he was thinking
It was
about
written
leaving,
away. Yeah.
and so it was in
written
a
away that
perfect
he
place
might-
where they could have killed him off if they had wanted to.
And what is
Mhm.
funny is that they haven't written down the second part, the second episode of it.
But it kind of feels like it wasn't.
After the first. It wasn't. They said it. I've seen like material from the. It was some sort of interviews. I don't know if it was of a DVD or something, but they were retrospectively speaking about it, and they deliberately said he had no idea what it's going to end like.
Yeah.
Old Trek.
They let it out. People have seen the first part, and they were like, "Oh my god, what have they thought?"
Yeah,
of
that
how
was
this
a
gonna
really
end?"
good cliffhanger in terms of we had
Dude.
They
no
didn't
idea
know
what's
how
going to
that's
happen.
going to pick up, and they didn't know how that's going
TOS
to pick up.
TOS and TNG were not written in advance. They were written pretty much on the fly.
Yeah, TOS
Every week.
particularly.
And yeah, it was really into that. And TNG was kind of into that. And they started to go more towards the DS9 style, where they were, towards the end of the show, where they would, have longer story arcs. Of course, it's easier to do a longer story arc on a space station than it is on a ship.
I'm not going to make it in here before that's dead, am I?
You just pulled the dreadnought with the planet.
I didn't even see what the hell happened. There
No,
was so
no,
much-
it just was gone. I came through the gateway and all there is debris, and you can leave now. Oh, good. Now it's pulling me through the gateway. Oh, it sends me back to the gateway.
Tess has a bit more powerful EPG generation than I do.
That was, well, good. I have the option to enter the gateway again. No, I think I'll just leave. Thank you. Wow. Wow.
Wow. That was quick.
Yeah, well, one we're
Yeah, when you
chattering,
have
which
Taz
makes
in
it
the
easier.
team. Yeah, but when you have Taz in
That's
the
what happens a
team,
lot.
nothing really takes long.
That's the only downside of that, is some of the stuff that happens so fast that you never some of the story, because it just ends. Everyone else has been playing for years.
Yeah. Well, I'm going back. Actually, I have to start this project all over again. But we wanted to go through and make a video of each episode, including all the dialogue. And it is so hard not to click F to just skip through all the dialogue, because I've already done this before like 50 times, if not more.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no,
I was
not
trying to do
touching
that
it.
too.
Not touching that button. And if you're doing the tutorials, you
that
can't
too.
replay them. So when that happened and I accidentally clicked through the dialogue once, I'm like, no, because now I have to start a new character and do this all over again. Lurk at work. Ooh, that rhymes. And then I was doing the Discovery one. I think it was the Discovery character arc. And there's a glitch that if you don't do one specific scenario very carefully, one of the NPCs gets trapped, cannot progress, and there's no fix for it. You have to go back and restart the whole thing from the beginning. Not just that episode. You have to recreate the character and start all over.
Where's that?
Oh.
I don't think I'm in a TOS character here. Or sorry, a Discovery character. It's in the tutorials. And I don't remember which
the
one it
one where
is.
you probably like one of the ones where where you have to be on that ice planet.
No.
Not that one.
I'd have to go back and look to see which characters. Actually, I can look. It's on this too.
You know where
Give me a second.
where
here.
when you're talking to Lorca in space,
No.
he has normal eyes, and then when you beam down to the ice planet, he has different colored eyes
It's
because
not
that's
on.
Terran Lorca.
It's not on discount. Do I have one that is on? I have one at all on discount.
Just watching you scroll through characters.
Oh, this is only one of my 2 accounts, so I mean it doesn't really count there.
I have 3 characters on that are level 65.
I think this one might have
3.
the arc in here. Well, since I'm killing 2 of my accounts, it's going to come down from 56 to probably 42 or so. Which, let's see, episodes. Agents of Yesterday. It's in the Agents of Yesterday, so is that TOS then? No,
Yeah.
no, it's not
TOS.
Agents of Yesterday. It's got to be the other arc. Oh, no, Taz, I'm going back to my other tune. You don't want this tune playing anything. This is not a good tune.
Okay.
This is the tune I'm still leveling ships on. I'll go back to San. There. This tune you can invite. And then I got time for one more because I has things to do today. I'm going to go to a restaurant for breakfast with my son. Brand new restaurant I've never seen before.
Oh.
It's called Vicious Biscuits.
Kind of
Sounds good.
scary. What makes them vicious?
I have no clue. I'm thinking, okay, so it's definitely Southern biscuits, which is great. And I'm thinking, are we going to be looking at a lot of spicy stuff? Went through the menu. No, it looks like a breakfast place. The only thing is they do have some Southern things like fried green tomatoes and pimento cheese, but then the rest of it's like regular biscuits and stuff. So
I get that biscuits and gravy.
I love biscuits and gravy. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get it because I don't need that many carbs for breakfast, but biscuits and gravy are good. If I said cat head biscuits, would you know what I'm talking about? Anybody?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Cat head biscuits.
Northern.
Healthy food.
I'm not a southerner.
Okay, yeah, cat head
Even
biscuits.
though I live in Texas, I'm from the north.
Yeah, it's more southeast than it is Texas south. But cat head biscuits are simply biscuits that are so large they're the size of a cat's head.
Oh.
So it's actually, I think there's a chain or a very small chain of restaurants in the southeast. Cat head biscuits. They're what you expect from Southern biscuits, which again most of you probably don't know what that is, but about 1.5 inches thick, super flaky, soft, yummy insides, creamy. You have to eat them fresh because they go stale like that hour. So good. And then you get yourself a nice piece of fried chicken, boneless, stick it in there, a little bit of honey on top. Ooh, so good. Not eating that this morning, but it is good. So I'm hoping this place will be in that same type of restaurant. But when I went there, I was driving by and I'm like, I'm going over to IKEA. I'm going to pick up something. I'll come back and have lunch here. Line out the door. Well, I guess I'm not doing that. But it also is a good omen that it's a decent restaurant. What are we doing?
Well, I don't know. I have another Iconian one. I don't know if you
Shall
want
we
to
do
do
Gateway
it or
and
not.
get that done for Chris?
Yeah.
Taz's enthusiasm. Are you in charge,
Yeah, I
Taz?
was
Or am I in charge?
so happy about it.
Did you put me back in charge, or are you still in charge, Taz?
I put you back in charge.
Okay, I'm going to queue us up for Gateway real quick here. We are queued for Gateway Weeboo.
Weeboo protocol enabled.
Yeah, I've got Undine ships and Tholians, and I'm thinking I could just skip this till I get home. Breakfast, hit the gym, walk the dogs. Pat should be done. Works out perfectly.
Any of y'all caught up on Fallout?
No,
Yes.
I'm not watching it, so don't worry about me.
Oh, okay.
I turned on the
I have
TV
never
twice
disliked
this
Macaulay
week.
Culkin more. And after watching him play a legate from the Romans from the Caesar's Legion, I've never disliked him more than that.
Is he bad? Is it a bad character? Bad
Yeah.
acting?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's horrible. They're a horrible faction. Like they do enslave. They enslave or can't they? It's crazy.
That is Caesar's Legion. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a legate for one of the Caesar's Legion factions because in the show, Caesar has died, like he did in New Vegas, in the original game.
Well, he doesn't
So
necessarily die. You can keep him
the
alive.
canon ending is that he dies.
Yeah, whatever.
You know how that
Yeah,
goes.
whatever.
Kind of like how the canon ending of Fallout 4 is that the Brotherhood wins.
Hmm.
Because now the show, the Brotherhood of Steel is run by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Brotherhood of Steel, not the West Coast one.
So that's what the airship is.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing. They've been canonizing the games. You know, the endings of the games with the TV show, probably to lead up into something involving Fallout 5. That's going to probably be a continuation. I'm hoping that they pick something else other than California or the Mojave or DC or Boston. We'll see Chicago. That'd be fun.
Nah, Chicago's boring.
Well, part of the thing with Chicago is that like 90% of the population of Chicago didn't die, and they're all feral ghouls.
Oh, well, that's appropriate. I like that.
So what
Nothing
happened was
changed.
there was the West Coast Brotherhood had sent an expedition to Chicago, but it had crashed once they arrived to Chicago. So apparently the Chicago chapter has been fighting to clear the city of feral ghouls. I was like, that could be a pretty good war, time thing.
Yeah, that's just army against zombie apocalypse.
Exactly.
pretty
There we
much.
go. We can get our zombie game finally. Fallout flavored zombie game. Oh wait, we already have that. It's called every Fallout game.
Imagine Fallout 1 in the Baldur's Gate 3 engine.
Oh,
That would be actually rather interesting. I heard there's a team working on a total conversion for Fallout 4. That's Fallout 1. And at some point, apparently, somebody was taking Fallout 3 and trying to put it into Fallout 4's engine. They actually released one of the DLCs for Fallout 3 as a game or as a mod for Fallout 4.
Interesting. The spawning gateway opened on top of me.
Is that why it's yellow?
Yep, that's why it's yellow. I was just sitting there and it opened up. Not my fault.
Well, apparently it's official.
What's official?
Bethesda's remastering Fallout 3 in New Vegas on top of the anniversary edition that they just released. Gonna be rich. Because Bethesda fans will buy anything that's released by Bethesda.
Yeah. Of course,
Like they talk crap about a lot of Fallout fans talk crap about Fallout 76, yet they're still playing it.
I'm not playing it.
me too.
One of the few.
One way or another.
I have bought a few games last year, not this year. And you'll notice how many other games I play. None.
So
STO?
many. Barely have time to squeeze STO.
Well, I actually
Oh,
decided to
that's
commit to doing a huge project before Vegas. Which I'm
Oh.
trying, yeah. Something I've been wanting to do for a long time and never bothered to start. So I'm like, well, if I'm going to do Vegas, this will be my last one. And might as well see if I can get this project up and going. But I haven't made the commitment because it's a lot of money. It's a lot of time.
But it's worth it because you're doing it.
Pardon?
It's worth it because you're doing it. Well, you're hoping it's worth it.
Oh, well, it's
In the long run.
just money gone. So it's not like we're going out there and selling stuff. We're just going out there to nerd out. But it's gotten to the point with doing Star Trek conventions, because I'm not heavily into Discovery. Lower Decks is fun, but every TNG panel I go to, I've heard all the stories before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun to hear what they're doing that's new stuff, but for old stuff, I know the stories, and people get up there and, hi, I named my son after the character, blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking, I'm feeling very
Good for
Kirk
you.
going, get a life!
Poor kid. I mean, what?
Yeah.
We had a
I
spree
named my son
of-
after a robot, but a different one.
I mean, we had this spree of giving boys names of Geralt after The Witcher here.
Really?
Yeah, Witcher's been big here in Poland. Everyone's so
Oh.
proud of it since the games and all that. So yeah, everyone is naming. I mean, there was a spree. It kind of died out. Like it's been 10 years since Witcher 3, which was the biggest game of them all. So far it's died down. But I remember there was like petitions to like allow, because none of the names are recognized legally as names and they should not be used as
Oh.
names. So
Oh.
a lot of people wanted to name their daughter Siri from The Witcher again. It's just like, oh my god, the guy's like, I know you're a big nerd, but imagine that kid in like 50 years being called
Oh, yeah.
Siri, and I'm like, oh god, I'm like Geralt, like no.
A
I would
big
go
Now they're naming
spoilers
them
in
Vincent
Siri.
or Valerie or something.
I mean, I would literally go to a court and legally change my name
Mhm.
out of spite of my parents if they did that to me, and I would change my last name so I would be never associated with them again.
So I had
That is like no.
I had my name legally changed last year just to correct a spelling error. Nothing major.
Yeah, that's a different
But the
thing. right?
number of people who were in that courtroom that day getting their names legally changed from, my mother named me Blossom Flower, and why do you want to change your name? And the woman just looks at the judge, and the judge says, okay, yeah, I get it. Just,
It was
Don't
like when I
ask, we really
saw
wanted to hear the story. Yeah.
when I saw Stargate Atlantis for the first time, and one of the actors' names was Rainbow Sun Franks.
yep.
I always was
was
wondering
like-
whether that's some sort of pseudonym for like his alias for acting.
No, that's
No,
probably
his
the,
parents
Rainbow
named him that
Sun.
because his parents were hippies.
exactly. And the kids have
They
to
were
live with
sticking
those
hippies.
names.
Almighty. That is awful.
My
What
sister
was
was
one
at,
of the one of Cher named one of her kids Apple.
no, Cher's kids were, no, hold, that's Frank Zappa. Cher's kids were Chastity and, can't remember the other.
Chaz.
Chastity,
I think it's Chaz now.
yeah, it is Chaz now. Frank Zappa named his kids Moon Unit and Dweezil.
Very good.
I mean, how do you live up to a name? How do you live up to Moon Unit?
Yeah, I know. That's just like the best name ever. Who
Right.
was it? My sister used to work as a teacher in the inner city in Chicago. And she would bring home kids' names to talk to us because the parents would name their kids something, but, given the circumstances, wouldn't necessarily be able to read or write. So one named their son Cleothes, not a horrible name. And then somebody else named their child Shithade.
Ah, yes.
Yes, really named their kid Shithade. And if you don't get that, spell it out.
I have trouble too, but
Shithead.
Great.
Yeah, Shithhead, Shithade.
dear lord.
You're a little shithead.
Yes, but
Yeah, I
we're
know.
we're not going to say that here because we try to watch our language. But yeah, poor kid. Fortunately, when he's in that school, that school goes through 8th grade, so all the teachers would know not to say that.
Yeah.
So Telly says
just
someone
going
should
to
name their kid
watch
R2D2.
Sure.
I would put money on somebody has named their kid R2D2.
Pretty sure that probably someone tried more than once. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that was in the 80s for sure.
yeah. Bear in mind, you can name your kid anything here in the States. There's no way you can legally say you can't name somebody something. I know in Europe it's a little different, but here, nope, absolutely cannot name, or you can name
In
your kid
Europe, I
anything.
think it depends on the country. I
Yeah,
think I
it
don't
does.
think EU intervenes in that. It's like if you
France
locally
has
want to
requirements.
Hell, they had
Obviously.
a couple in Arkansas who named their kid Adolf Hitler
Oh,
because
jeez.
they're neo Nazis.
Dear Lord.
That is
I was
just
like,
dooming that child.
it's like if he doesn't get swallowed up by that rhetoric, you know,
Yeah.
Once he turns 18,
Yeah, he's
I'd
going
be
to be in
seeing
that
the
courtroom. $300 in and out of that courtroom.
They might even do it for to be honest with you, if I was the judge involved, I would do it for free.
Well,
I'd waive the fee.
Honestly.
yeah, unfortunately, you pay the money first and then you go through it. But I'm sure he could probably get
Oh,
dispensation for
I'd
that
be
one.
like,
Give him a
clerk,
refund.
issue him
Right
a
money.
refund. Exactly.
Yeah.
I would issue him a refund.
Yeah.
Like, no way I'm going to take your money, boy. You need it.
Yeah, absolutely. The good thing is, when you do the legal name change, you can block the previous name change under certain circumstances. Like if you're trying to escape an abusive ex or a parent or something like that, they can block it so that
Block?
they can't connect the old name to the new name. And that would be one of
Oh.
those
Yeah.
great cases. Yeah,
Yeah, they do that when they,
Good.
when they rescue women from,
right. Give them the new name, and there's
abusive husbands.
no easy tie back to the old one, and that's what they do it for. But I would think in those circumstances, yeah, hey, we are totally blocking that connection. So when you go to college, nobody's going to know that you were anything other than A.H. Jones. What does it stand for?
Mhm.
Well, as you can see on my birth certificate, my revised birth certificate, it is Andrew Harold. So when I did my name
Oh.
change, I got my birth certificate redone, and it shows my name the way it was and the way that it's spelled now, so that you can see there's the connection. So anybody who could access my birth certificate could see that. But in a blocked one, basically they reissue it and the old one doesn't exist anymore for that reason.
There's a lot of organizations that help to do that.
Oh,
One of the
good.
biggest ones is the House of Ruth.
Really?
There are facilities all over the country that only like lieutenants and above from the police departments know where they are.
Cool.
And that's how they do it. They under the cover of, of high tint in cars, and they get the girls and the children to the, to the House of Ruth where no one can get into because they got their own guards.
In a similar thing here, though not quite a few biker groups, I'm going to even say biker gangs, now step up and provide security for abused children to get to and from the court, and they protect the houses. And they've started not advertising, but they've put up bulletin boards through Indy going, hey, we are here to protect abused children, and they have a phone number. So that if you need help, they can come out there and be there. And they will escort the kids to the courts, and stand guard around them so they can be there, because sometimes they legally have to be there. But they can make sure the kids feel safe while they're there, because they may have to testify. That's rough. I could not imagine a kid having to testify. In a lot of cases, they can do it in the judge's chambers,
Mhm.
but that's incredibly hard. So, you
Yeah,
come
here
to
in
court.
Texas, the children don't face.
Yeah,
Don't do it publicly.
yeah. Coming to court, and you've got 6 big guys in leathers and chains watching out for you. You got to
Sure.
feel a little bit safer.
There's a lot of banditos here in Texas that are actually signed up with the counties for as child advocates
Good.
legally. So they actually, they're the voice of the child,
I love that.
of the child's best interest, and you're not going to argue with a bandito.
Nope. Hey, there's some good people out there. Speaking of good people, I'm one of them. I'm going to get out of here, go visit my son, and do stuff. But we'll be back in 10 hours? Yeah, 10 hours-ish. Around 5 o'clock today. We will not be doing Dranor Beach Assault. If you need to do it, maybe Doctor 1, what do you mean your patient died? Doctor 2, every doctor has his own small cemetery. Doctor 1, but not speech therapist. What?
I just saw this meme on Facebook.
We'll see you
Oh, what
guys
was
in
that
about
one?
10 hours. I'm getting out of here, everybody, on behalf of everybody here at the Dark Mom Consortium and Moopsy. Welcome to the Moopsyverse. Have a wonderful day, and as we'd like to say around here, stay moopsome.
Emotion.
Who are you? We are the knights who say...
Moopsy.